What's going on, everybody? Thank you for stopping in once again. So today I thought it'd be interesting to see what kind of actual mileage we get out of a cam stall 6-liter swap Silverado that is lifted. So I have the Torque Pro 2 OBD2 scanner thing. We'll hook this up. It gives you instant and average of miles per gallon, so we can keep an eye on that. A couple different driving scenarios, I guess, cruising, flooring it, fast, slow, whatever, uphill, downhill. One thing to note though is that I have a hard time with my converter locking up in 4th gear. I just feel like the tune needs to be adjusted a little bit so that it locks up a little sooner. The guy told me it doesn't lock up till after 55 miles an hour and under half throttle, but I have to have over half throttle for it to cruise with the gears I have, but that could be adjusted later. But we'll give you a good idea. It's a little better than I thought at cruising, but it is definitely worse than I thought at accelerating. I've actually already driven it, but I'm gonna show you the footage now of all of that, and then we'll meet back here. So I think we averaged about 12 miles a gallon going into town, which is better than I thought. Usually, when I calculate, it's about 10. So I'll take 12. 12 is good. It's a pretty big cam and pretty high flow injector, so it's to be expected. I would be interested to see how a stock 6-liter, just swapping a stock 6.0 in this truck, would do compared to the 5.3. You just maybe like just a mild tune, nothing aggressive, just, you know, more efficient, I suppose. But you can also see going uphill, it's just getting like 5 miles a gallon, and that is where it's absolutely killing like fuel mileage, because you know the torque converter's unlocked, it's screaming at like 3,500 RPMs. You know, it's just getting after it. But I mean, you can also see, I think I fixed the problem with my alternator. Maybe my gauge just reads high, but with this Torque Pro app, Torque Pro 2, I don't remember which one it is, but anyway, it gives you the voltage off of it. I ended up grounding the alternator out with another wire. I know it grounds through the block and everything, but now that I grounded it, it seems like my voltage is under control, which is good. But that is besides the point. And I think once we get the tune kind of figured out with a little bit, you know, more lockup, I think it'll do better with mileage, which it isn't terrible. It's a 223, 226 cam, 6-liter, milled ported heads, bigger throttle body, bigger intake manifold, bigger injectors, and I'm going to be going bigger yet. So we're going to see how bad a mileage this thing can get. The Colorado, on the other hand, gets pretty darn good mileage. We just drove it to Southern California. We averaged almost 21, so I'm happy with that. And a lot of you guys are gonna laugh. I ended up putting this back in already. I couldn't get behind the center console on this thing, so I gotta get the new piece that goes here. I don't know if I'll just get the dash piece or the one with the cup holders. Probably just the dash piece, but yeah, I know I spent too much money on that. I can't get rid of it. But that does mean I have a very good center console for sale. I don't think I'm going to keep it for anything. And speaking of the Colorado, my wife finally cleaned it and, you know, did the wipe new, or the tire. We actually used tire shine on the fenders, make them look a little more smooth. But she is not a fan of the chrome, and nor am I, so we're going to do plasti dip the bumpers black. I might show you guys that, you know, later in the video. We're not going to do like a full video on it, because that's not what this video is about. Now, before I did my 6-liter swap, I had, you know, just a stock 5.3 stock torque converter, and then I had a 456 gear, so pretty much a stock, and lifted, re-geared. And with that setup, I think I got maybe 17, 18 miles a gallon, which isn't terrible. And then I put the Texas Speed Stage 2 cam low lift, so 212, 218, and still the factory torque converter and everything, just upgraded that. And I got about 15, which isn't terrible. Definitely wasn't as fast as this setup, but it was still a pretty strong setup. I like that cam for a 5.3. I ended up selling it. Kind of wish I wouldn't have, but you know, whatever. So I mean, with a torque converter, I think you're going to get worse mileage because the engine is revved up more. In theory, it makes sense that it might get better mileage because you're allowing the engine to get to a point where it makes better power to get moving. But I guess also at the higher RPM, you're using more fuel, so it definitely doesn't help things. So, but I mean, with the cam, you can get decent mileage. The biggest thing is how heavy your right foot is, because mine tends to be heavy, especially when you're taking a right-hand turn, or a left-hand turn, I guess, because sometimes my back end brakes loose. It's weird. I don't know why. Turned out pretty good. Okay, so I mean, honestly though, when you have a cam and a high stall torque converter, you're really not trying to get good mileage. It comes with the territory, so it's one of those things, you just got to deal with it. Not a huge deal. I mean, if it's your daily driver, then maybe not go so aggressive on the cam and the stall, but it's a price to pay for going fast, or faster. This is not fast. It's just faster than it was when it was stock. But that is going to be it. Thank you guys for stopping in. I do appreciate it. Check me out on Instagram. It's endlesswishes 6.0. The green truck will be registered very soon. Everything is sent off, just waiting to get the registration back. And also, like I said, I did buy my old car back. I'll make a video about that this coming week. Not that it's super exciting, but I'm excited about it. I think I did all my plugs. Take care, and I will see you guys next time.